McLaren, Aston Martin, Bentley. These are a few of the insane cars Britain has to offer. But come on, $250,000? I couldn't afford that even if I sold my special edition McDonald's Happy Meal toys. But a car you could afford? This Noble M400. It has all the hallmarks of a great supercar. 425 horsepower, a low curb weight, and a body that's sexier than the average Kardashian. Seriously, this thing may be almost 2 decades old, but it still has the style and performance of a modern exotic. It can do 0 to 100 in 3.3 seconds and has a top speed of 281 kilometers per hour. This car was designed by Noble Automotive in Leicester. It's a more powerful, track-ready edition of their Noble M12. Construction was outsourced to South Africa. Then the cars were shipped overseas to America for its twin-turbo V6 to be installed. Entering the country without an engine allowed them to be sold as kit cars, dodging a lot of the safety and emission standards typically required. This loophole let Noble keep prices a lot lower than competition, and nowadays you can pick up used M12 and M400s for around $50,000. Okay, I hear ya. 50 G's is still a decent bit of cash to burn, especially on a car that doesn't have airbags. Well, step into the comfort of modern luxury with this next pick, the Jaguar XFS. For a supercharged British luxury sedan, you'd expect to spend an absurd amount of money, right? Left. This opulent powerhouse did cost 70 grand when it came out, but they've depreciated so enormously and so quickly that you can practically steal them at just $20,000. For that price, you get a 3-liter supercharged V6, making 380 horsepower, a 12.3-inch configurable gauge cluster, and either rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. Jaguar stopped selling this supercharged version in 2020, which means you're essentially paying less money for a faster car. And if you're willing to settle for an even older generation, prices drop to only 10 grand. And really, who's gonna be able to tell the difference when you're flying past at 150 miles an hour? If you need to stand out even more than a highly sophisticated Jaguar, maybe give Ultima a test drive. This company was founded in 1983, and despite being used as a test platform for the McLaren F1, the brand is still relatively obscure and affordable. Their current lineup consists of a flagship Ultima RS and a more affordable Ultima Evolution. Both are street-legal component cars, inspired by the world's fastest Can-Am racers. Powertrain options range from 350 to over 1,000 horsepower, and the top models can reach speeds over 240 miles per hour, placing Ultima in the same tier as many hypercars. The cost to own one of these starts at around $100K, plus at least 6 months of assembly and your pick of an engine. A supercharged LS is recommended. But don't worry, you can find pre-built used examples for far less than that. This GTR, for example, is being offered at just $55,000. While we're on the topic of kit cars, I should probably mention Turismo UK. This brand is based out of Watton in Nottingham, a place that sounds straight from Lord of the Rings. Their car is just as unreal. It's a body kit based on the design of a Gambala Mirage GT, which is an aftermarket performance edition of Porsche's Carrera GT. It's a sick car, but the problem is they only made 25 of them, and one of those is already wrecked.
Yo! He's broken out!
Well, don't worry. Turismo offers 2 different versions of this kit. The Avalanche GT fits over a Toyota MR2, while the Evolution GT transforms a 986 Boxster. They both look about the same when finished, but offer a ton of customization options. The Avalanche kit goes for just £5,000, or about 6,000 USD. Add in the cost of your affordable MR2 donor and some assembly, and you could get into a Carrera-inspired supercar lookalike for less than 30 grand. Just don't try to win any races with it. The Tesla Roadster is not an affordable exotic to look rich. In fact, it costs $250,000, and you probably won't even receive it for another decade. But a lot of people don't realize Tesla already made a Roadster 15 years ago, and it was based on a cheap British sports car with insane exotic styling, the Lotus Elise. Mid-engine, manual transmission, rear-wheel drive. The Elise is a car enthusiast dream, and since they were sold in violently bright colors like Imposter Orange and Billy Elise Green, it's impossible to overlook one of these in traffic. The Elise was sold until 2021, and the last models made 240 horsepower from a 1.8-liter supercharged four-banger. Since the car is so small and light, it can still get to 60 in 4 seconds flat. Used Elises are sold for around $40,000, although this stripped-down race car went for just $24,000. Well, I hope you like small two-seaters, because this next car is absolutely tiny, but it might be the cheapest option on our list. Blackwell Sports Cars sells an affordable body kit that will convert your daily into a TVR-inspired fastback. The basis for this DIY build is, of course, the Mazda and a Miata. And the Miata is a fantastic place to start if you want to build something unique and fun. There are tons of aftermarket mods and engine swap kits available, and Mazda made literally hundreds of thousands of them. Once you've put on Blackwell's kit, you'll have something that looks like a bite-sized version of the TVR Sajaris, a car that costs 10 times as much. Maybe you won't be able to break 180 miles an hour like the TVR can, but this kit costs only 3,200 pounds. Factor in the reliability of the Miata, and you've got yourself a winning formula. Oh, did I say Aston Martin was too expensive? Well, that's only if you want one of their newer supercars. Like most nice British cars, old Astons have depreciated to about the same level as your common minivan. You could take advantage of this and pick up a proper DB7 or V8 Vantage for less than 40 grand. Or you could buy a Scion IQ.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the...
Back in 2011, Aston collaborated with Toyota's affordable compact division known as Scion. Scion made goofy cars like this little IQ. And for some reasons related to carbon emissions, Aston Martin decided their customers might be interested in owning one of these little road stains. They gave it some nicer leather, a prettier face, and voila, a car fit for the likes of James Bond. Yeah, you might feel like a circus clown every time you step out of this lime green monstrosity. But hey, at least you can tell people you own an Aston. Did you enjoy this video? Subscribe. Did you hate this video? Subscribe anyway. I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers so I can get one of those shiny metal squares to hang on my wall. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.